Oh, God. Now we'll be okay. Howdy folks, and welcome back to Wannabe YT. And I'm Barky, playing, you guessed it, or probably know already, some Subnautica. We are starting in the camera drone, of which I actually didn't know, but provides way more relaxing music than I thought there could be in a game where you mostly live in fear of being chased down and eaten alive. So I appreciate that. Breathe in. Breathe out. And wonder where the heck is the next Reaper. Anyway, let's get back down to business. We are preparing, well, procrastinating, to go onto the Aurora. I'm not sure how to do it, but we have a few things to do. We have a few choices, basically. We could go visit the Degassi people, or we could go on board the Aurora.
Welcome aboard,
I'll start with the Degassi people. Yeah. Actually, we're gonna start by visiting Life Pod 4. Because we're decently far off from the Leviathan. So, let me check my heart rate. 75 beats per minute.
Acquired.
That's just over 1 per second. Sometimes 2. That's actually quite slow. Must be the music. Anyway, we just got blueprints for creature decoy. Oh yes, I'm having that, thank you. How do you make it? I think you need magnetizing. There we go. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't like being outside of a submarine near the crash zone. It's just not my thing. Anyway, so I think we're gonna be exploring the Degassi people, because I'd rather, you know.
To any Altera crew. Landed in area of significant alien activity. Encountered predators in the Leviathan class, highly aggressive. Spectroscope scanner assigned species designator Reaper. One specimen attempted to swallow the life pod, doing extensive damage in the process. Only viable option is to make for the safety of the Aurora crash site. I have retrieved a data box with the creature decoy and enough resources to fabricate a couple of them. The swim's longer than the decoy lifetime, but it should just be enough to keep them busy. If you don't find me on board the ship, presume I miscalculated.
Some might find a survivor on board the ship. Who am I kidding? Probably not. How do I know? There's still these radiation problems. In other news, I like his accent. You can tell he's British. Like you can tell the Altera HQ is in the US. It's a nice touch. Moving on. Let's, well, I say it in air quotes, explore the Degassi area. I never really got too far when exploring the Degassi area. Why? Come on, if you ask these questions, it's like you didn't watch any of the previous episodes. This place gives me the stoots. Or, that's not how you say it, is it? Doesn't matter.
Warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Alright, alright. Hang on. You see that crab snake over there? You see it, right? Going absolutely crazy. Now I'm just gonna do my usual routine of sit around and try to find every single sign of even minimal danger in the local kilometer. Yeah, I do hang around for quite a while.
100 meters. Oxygen efficiency
But this
decreased.
time, I'm feeling
Passing
lucky.
200 meters.
Let's go.
Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Is that the entrance? Nope, that's some glass. Is this the entrance? No. But this is. Top tip. Try not to touch the jellyfish. They hurt. It's a drooping stinger. Yeah, they're jellyfish. I could call them drooping stingers, because they do sting. I guess fair enough, it's in their name. I'm running low. You're running low on
30
oxygen.
seconds.
I'm happy you realized. Jeez, yes, these things hurt quite a significant amount.
Hull damage imminent.
And I'm running low on medkits. Yeah, I'm gonna come back when I've got more medkits, thank you very much. It's a good enough excuse as any not to be here, after all. Right, back to the base we go. But we're not done yet. No, no, no. We need to build some upgrades for the scanner room, so I'm going back down to get some magnetite. Yay! As we all know, I am a very big fan of getting the living Stut scared out of myself, which is why I downloaded this game. Psych, I don't like getting the living Stut scared out of me. However, I still play this game, because it's gosh darn fun. Right, gonna need some magnetite. Just gonna look around for half an hour. And then maybe I will be ready. Let's see. There's some sand sharks, some crab snakes, and holy Stut music, you do not have to do this.
Warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Well, I'm not terrified. How about you? I'm terrified. Help.
Passing 200
Thanks,
meters.
music. That was really
Oxygen
necessary.
efficiency greatly decreased.
Well, eventually I did get down to get my magnetite. But I'm not sure my heart rate liked that. Yeah, thanks, Seamoth. Don't worry, we're going back to the surface so you can be repaired soon. Speaking of Seamoths needing repairs, I think I need copper or gold or something like that. Copper. Haha, you stupid. I don't know what to say. Not a very smart move to go spontaneously combust on a machine in to kill something, probably without knowing that you will do literally no harm to the creature you're trying to kill, but you know, it's not a very good career move. So yeah, I think I'm gonna need some copper, so I'm gonna be looking around for a while, and then I'm gonna hopefully find an exit, I guess. I can't believe I managed to fit the Seamoth in here. I guess being scared really helps you. Well, I got one piece of copper, I need another one. And no sulfur. Okie dokie. Well, now we have scanner room range upgrades. One for this scanner room, and one for the beloved one near the Aurora. I'm gonna have to go back there. Ooh, okie dokie. Well, on the way I found a little Easter egg. I say Easter egg. A little something left from the Lead Wars. I don't know if you remember, but one time I was scavenging with the inventory full. I just swam past and the titanium's still here. So items don't get deleted between saves. Good to know, I guess. Now let's get going. Let me just check my heart rate. Ooh, we climbed up to 100.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank God we're in. Now let's see if I can scan for the Reaper. Nope. Well, I guess it's a good thing he's still out of range. I can scan for reefback, so you can definitely scan for creatures using this. Yes, you will have noticed I did forget to put the range upgrade. And yes, this is when I realized. The pain. Well, we still can't we still can't find the Reaper. So as usual, brave Sir Barky got the living stoot scared out of him again. But hey, we're used to it now. But I don't think I'm gonna go visit the Aurora just today because of that. And then finally,
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I began to leave the vicinity, and by leave the vicinity, I mean travel 100 meters to a place which suddenly feels 200% more safe by the fact that the water is not yellow. Although maybe first, I might be tempted to go do some visiting. On the way back I found some wreckage, which is a decent away from the Reaper, decent distance. I do not have the courage really to go too far. In fact, I don't feel very safe myself, but I have one of two fragments of the propulsion cannon, and I do need that to get on board the Aurora. So it's a good excuse to go, I guess. Don't get me wrong, I didn't just boldly run up there. I did spend some time having a meeting with myself, trying to convince myself to do it. No, don't worry. Don't worry, I'm not sick. I did, you know. Your old Barky didn't drastically change in the space of 15 minutes just by seeing a Reaper Leviathan. I also found some
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Some other interesting fragments, like this.
New blueprint acquired.
Like this power transmitter, which is interesting. I saw people use it, but I never used it myself. Mostly because I use bioreactors. And holy jeez, what is that electronic thing and what is it doing here? I've seen these before, this is not their biome. Well, I've seen this before, these before. I haven't seen these before in this, by this point in the playthrough, but now I have and I can tell you that's not their biome. What's he doing there? Anyway, I found some other fragments. Other decently useful decently useful. I found a fragment for the modification station. Sorry, I had a brief, in air quotes, intermission. And back we go. Propulsion cannon. I'm gonna need some silver from the wiring kit. But hey, I've got it. So, let's make this propulsion cannon. Why is it that there's nothing more satisfying in this world, at least in my opinion, than watching a fabricator make things? It's beautiful. Anyway, let's go test out our propulsion cannon. The propulsion cannon is very useful for things like this. Well, it's gonna come in handy, that's obvious. It's funny how I don't see it being used very much otherwise, but hey. If I'm gonna need it to get on board the Aurora eventually. I mean, I'm gonna finish this Subnautica playthrough, right? So I'm gonna have to use this. So it's a good thing to have, although I kind of doubt its usefulness. In the meantime, I think I might need a medkit. Fortunately, I have a life pod full of stuff like radios and medkits. And why is that not? Let me guess. I'll just take a quick guess here. You can't break stuff in the life pod, can you? Well, I guess we're scavenging hunting. Holy jeez. It didn't look like he exploded. Well, he did. It was only later I realized that I did something so gruesome I didn't think was possible in Subnautica. I hit him so hard, he shattered. Well, it's time to put to use my legendary short-term memory loss that I don't have. I won't forget this, will I?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
If I try hard enough, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to succeed. Now, let's see. After quite a bit of scavenge hunting, what do I need? I think I need some... I'm gonna need a lot of stuff. Oh, hi. Oh, bye. I don't know if this is funny or if I should feel like I'm really cheating the game here. You see, this is what they thought of when they built this place. They went, let's make it somewhere where you're attacked sometimes by crash fish, but you know, it's kind of a no-go zone for a sea moth. But it turns out you can. You can bring one here. Now let's see, where should I build these medkits? I'm thinking it would be useful here, but it would bring me to use this room here. A room which I shan't really be using anytime soon. I built this room in preparation for something, I just can't remember where I find it. Now, I'm gonna need copper wire to make... Actually, no, is it? Yeah, to make computer chips. And I finally get to use these table coral pieces, and I ran out of table coral. That's not possible. I still haven't had to gather table coral since, you know, episode 1, when I broke the table coral and it filled up all of my inventory. You remember that, do you? If not, I really do recommend you go see, because that was really funny. But what you need to know is that I broke maybe 5 table corals. You know, when they're all piled up against a wall, or you know, coral. Basically, I did that, and I never had to go get table coral since. No kidding, even now, and you know, there's a significant delay between me recording, playing the game, and actually recording the voiceover. I'm telling you, I still haven't had to go mine for table coral. That's proper hardcore. Anyway, back I go into the depths of pretending I'm actually gonna do something and then chickening out at the last second. Because I'm going exploring again into the Degassi caves. I'm gonna go explore the Degassi habitat. The amount of times when I record things and go, I could make this seem so much more fluent, but I never manage. Well, there's 2 of them there. I just need to amass the courage.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Where is the sea glide? I need to equip it into my hotbar, and I am first gonna chicken out. I'll start by chickening out. You know, it occurs to me there's this thing I have actually never talked about. For people who haven't played Subnautica, you'll find that... You'll find that the PDA talks a lot about oxygen efficiency. The thing about oxygen efficiency is that once you reach a certain depth, because you use like these oxygen masks that require, I'm not sure, basically past a certain depth your oxygen usage gets less efficient.
Integrating new PDA data. 30 seconds.
Your oxygen usage gets less efficient. And what that means, wow, I managed to dodge them all. And now I'm gonna die.
Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
You could actually see the panic in my moves, couldn't you? I mean, the fact that I jump scared due to a sand shark, I mean, fair enough. That was quite a good jump scare.
Just happened. Since we're down here, I had this plan to build equipment and study the life forms we were encountering, but I didn't have enough enameled glass. So, I started looking for a natural substrate that would strengthen the glass we have, and those stalker teeth we've been finding fit the bill. Only, well, we needed more. That's when Marguerite got interested. She actually listened to me, more than I can say for father, and I worked up the courage to talk about my more tentative theories. When I told her they were attracted to metal deposits, that their teeth get dislodged when they pick them up, her eyes narrowed and she dashed out of the room. 3 hours later, she came back, her pack loaded down with stalker teeth. I asked her about it. She shrugged and said my theories were good. Said she had the meeting out of the palm of her hand. I think she meant it literally. She is incredible. She went out to the kelp forest armed with just a heat blade and went fin to fin with a pack of stalkers.
Welcome aboard.
On the one hand, that is the coolest thing I have ever heard. On the other, well, I hope the stalkers didn't come off worse than Marguerite did. She had a huge gash on her forearm. I don't think things went as smoothly as she made out. And what's the point in surviving here if we have to kill everything that makes it so wonderful? I wish I knew more about these animals, but Father won't let me leave the habitat. Maybe with all this glass, we could build a containment unit and get up close to them.
What's the point in living on this planet if you gotta kill everything? I have a little piece of what I like to call philosophy, but what you could also call this type of stuff you'd hear generals say. And that is, if you don't kill them, they'll kill you. Although I have never really killed stuff but really small fish when going at full speed running away from something in a sea moth, I'm pretty sure if it was possible to kill a reaper without getting the living shtoot scared out of you, I would do it as a full-time job. Maybe not as a full-time job, but I actually probably would spend more time getting rid of Reapers or any other Leviathan than progressing with the storyline.
Warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
100 meters.
In other words, I was...
Efficiency greatly decreased.
Thanks PDA, you made a nice transition. Like I was saying, I was trying to talk about oxygen efficiency. So like I said, oxygen efficiency, the deep meat just means the deeper you go, the faster you use up oxygen. And I'm gonna need to fix this radiation stuff. Because I need to wear a radiation suit, and you saw that, right?
Acquired.
I missed a PDA. I really did miss this PDA badly, and I just found a blueprint I already had. Did a good job at missing it. I'm gonna have to come back now.
Warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
So yeah, I'm gonna need to construct a rebreather. The thing is, rebreathers are really easy to fix. To construct. There's just a slight problem with after that, because after having constructed the rebreather, you need to wear it. And I don't know if you remember, it's easy to forget when I haven't mentioned it for at least an episode, but we do have a lot of radiation leaking out of the Aurora. That's why I gotta get in there.
Passing 100.
I also...
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Oh yes. Oh, thank you so very much. Well, I now have another piece of the modification station fragment. I keep getting sidetracked. I was trying to say something earlier. Oh yes.
Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Because there's radiation, I can't take off the radiation suit, which means that, well, this oxygen efficiency stuff's gonna be a problem for a while. I just finally faced my fears and figured that the crab snakes aren't approaching the local area. So I can afford to actually hang around here and remain really safe. You can tell you're in a dangerous zone in Subnautica because the sound effects scares the living shtoot out of you. Anyway, there's another fragment. There's actually a lot of things I could scan for. Power cell charger. I need these power cell chargers. I don't need them just yet, but I'll need them pretty soon. And now that I'm leaving happily, thinking I had cleared the Degassi caves, and I'm done for the forever. Well, no, I'll need the magnetite. I'll leave you with that. And until then, see ya. I'm Barky, and I'll catch you next time.